Shalom Akim, this is Abaya Allah here, the surrogate of Yahawashi / paradigms. And give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, double honor to the apostles and elders of Greatmillstone, taught me the truth, rule well, peace and salutations unto the shepherds that feed the sheep of the Heavenly Father Yahawah, which means he to be in the ancient Hebrew, and the only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, whose real name in the ancient Hebrew, which is Paleo Hebrew, is Yahawashi, which means he to deliver or he delivers. It's coming to deliver the predestined elect of the nation of Israel, the 12 tribes, which consist of you so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Hispanic, Latinos, and Native Seminole Indians, all right, and the Mexicans, of course, and those who descend from those 12 that are scattered in every nation of the heaven, who have mixed complexions, mixed features, speak different tongues, or even may resemble that of another race or nation, but their spirit and bloodline goes back to those 12. So to the sincere Akim, which means brothers in the Hebrew, and Aquathium, which the very, very, very few that do listen, which means sisters in the ancient Hebrew to you, I say Shalom. This is a real quick video going into the next phase of 2024, amongst many, many other things. As you can see, the new pestilence or pandemic that they're preparing for 2024, okay, is called ESDRAS. Okay, it's making major headlines. Okay, this week, it's all over social media. Okay, and they're obviously telling you to prepare for this next one, which we will want by Bill Gates, that the second one would catch everybody's attention. Okay, and it's also been on all of the news channels, okay, mainly the ones that they consider or use as a platform to show more of the truth, which they use 666, which is Fox, the mainstream over here in the US, all right, other than the international news, is about this witch doctor, which they picked up, I think, from South America, all right, because our people are deadly wicked into the left-hand side. You watch that movie Apocalypto, I think that she was one of those tribes, the Mayans, which is supposedly an Asher, or the tribe of Asher. Okay, and she did a blessing on camera at the Davos meeting. And these people that, that's connected to the HWO and the WEF with some sort of blessing. Now, it wasn't from the right-hand side, okay, because they trying any and everything to get their plans going, because remember, they're the left-hand side of the Lord. It's not of them, though they think it is. Okay, and this is a video right here. It says live from the WEF 24. Okay, preparing for the new one. Okay, and it's supposed to be May, where they're all supposed to come together. All right, and the preparations for this new wave. Okay, that's supposed to shock the world. Okay, and there's info out there that which we've been telling you, that those who went out there and took this, the liquid stick, that everyone was mandated to take, or were dumb enough, to wait till everything calmed down, all right, and go take it anyway, or tricked into getting it by their own practitioners, that they visit every month or so, not putting their faith on the Heavenly Father and Son or herbs, anything like that of the earth, okay, they're going to start to see, the result of this thing on another level, okay, and I just want to share it. I'm not going to play the video. CV19, okay, and it has a 100% kill rate. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna upload it on this video, but they have they supposedly found this Chinese doctor. He was in some sort of underground labs in Cali, all right, working on all sorts of pestilences like the C.D, .C in Atlanta. Okay, and guess what was among that? This how you said, pestilence. Okay, all that was going on. They already got the stories out that this thing's supposedly leaked. Now we know what it is. Okay, it's what people walking around here with that stuff within them, which was called what? Bio in tech. So technology merged with biology. Okay. Let me see here. I had some screenshots, but I really want to get into the symbolism of this. All right, and we're gonna go into it. And this is it right here, going into the occult symbolism. Look what it says. It says that X has long been recognized as an occult symbol for Satan and the black art of witchcraft and Satanism. Okay, which we told you who these people are. All right, they're Lucifer. They're Satan. All right, the synagogue of Satan. Okay, ruled by the banking elites. All right, which are Amalekites. All right, they're that so-called, small hat is you will, but they're the elites of those families. Okay, they control all of this. Okay, that's Satan's vessel right there, vessels. And it says, for example, let me continue on. It says, in some forms of witchcraft, the X symbol may be used as a sigil, okay, which is a symbol used to represent a particular intention or desire, okay? And X also represents death, to be marked out, X. All right, a lot of people getting ready to suffer these new symptoms, which they're already saying what it is. It's called the V.E.X.A.S syndrome. Okay, so the information's out there, and it's on mainstream news. So let me get back to these screenshots here. Now this is an article I found going more into the symbolism. Okay, what lies beneath, and the magic of the nexus, which goes back to what a new world order, the next phase, which they want to try to complete. Okay, which is merges what the Great Culling. Okay, which goes back to the Georgia Guidestones, which they knocked down. Okay, this is in full motion. The Lord on his left hand side. All right, which is fulfilling prophecy. Okay, so 2024 has been the great bang that everybody can't ignore. We told you this, that we already deemed this year the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. Okay, through our elder apostle Tahar. All right, and the other apostles and elders. All right, and I'm gonna read just a little bit, and it says, let me start at. It says the issue of the deeper symbolism of the X speaking to the crossroads is the larger metaphor here. The idea of the graphical device represents a place where people meet. It is the intersection. All right, the center of the universe of communing is going back to divination and community. People. It said it could be the marketplace, the nexus, but that idea of plane and place, spiritual plane and place, has magical imports as well. The X marks the netherworld where spirits can come, pass through, and exit the world that we know, and perhaps draw us into another. And what movie should come to mind? Okay, Bird Box. All right. You just had the movie Leave the World Behind, where they kept hearing this screeching sound. And they said it came from what? Those towers they were putting up mysteriously when everything was shut down. Okay? So in the movie, I don't know if they actually said anything, if people had to take something, okay, in preparation for something else. But it's connected to them frequencies. All right? And in that movie, what happened? People were opened up to what? The netherworld. They were seeing spirits and all sort of shit, like just what happened down there at, which I don't think that's what happened, you know, because the Lord is now releasing, which we believe is going to start having these apparitions show up out of nowhere, because we in that time, what happened down in Florida in the moment, okay? So let me continue on. It says the crossroads might be emblematic of the spiritual confusion where we are, spiritual Babylon the Great, okay? Sodom and Egypt. Okay? This is the spearhead of the Esau's kingdom through who? The Chaldeans, which are what? Warlocks, okay? Highest warlocks too, you know, with their think tanks, etc. Okay, what do they call it? The secret council of the wicked, written in the book of Psalms. All right, and it says, or the place of decision making. It is here that you will have to make the call, a decision. Okay, which direction you might hold in your heart. And we told you when Revelation, because that's getting ready to come to pass. You know, 13 and 16, the MOTB. All right. And even with the so-called, you know, mandate of you know, the syringe, okay, you had to make a decision. That's the how would you say it? The, you know, the temptation. That's not the hour temptation, but that was a prelude. Okay, well, it's gonna come to the point where they're gonna come with the solution to this thing. We don't know how bad it's gonna get, though it's been forecasted. What they are to expect, or what we're expecting, is going to lead to what that MOTB, the CHIP, okay. And it says the X is the 4 points of the cardinal direction. It is a place where all points of the sphere of being, your temple, can reach back to the center point of the locus, the locality where you are, which is your conscious, all right, where your spirit dwells. This is in that as well. It is the spheric and multidimensional conformed as one planar nexus, the point where things come together. Their plans, what's within your body, you know, the transhumanism agenda, all right, all at once, okay. It says all come apart. Okay, now you got people experiencing these symptoms, all right, coming apart. You know, your immune system being totally compromised. All right, people having liquid around their hearts all of a sudden. Hospitals being filled. All right, and that's just the light work of this thing. Okay, and it says as the planes touch, in that instant, the experiencer, those who took it, all right, or even those who's going to take the MOTB, the CHIP, you know, very soon to come, is neither in one world or the other. Twixt and twain, in between and apart, the place of liminality, which means the both. Okay, so I just want to go into that real quick, and you know, it goes into what this new thing is, and that X goes back to the Greek. All right, going back to that M-A-R-K. All right, X is in his name. What is it? The Chi Psi stigma. It's 6, you know, and other things. All right, that's why X is on what you have. This new disease, all right, which is called X. You have Twitter, right, which is now X, right, which the elder out there in Cali, you know, Elder Mwatazak Bangad is his page. All right, he was going into that. And also what? SpaceX. All right, you get it? 3 what? That X goes back to the number. All right. 6 feet apart, 6 that is the number of a man, and that man has a seed. He will play the left hand side on the earth as the wicked. Okay, signs are there. All right, you can't see it. Oh well, you just gonna be the victim of the Lord. All right, you weren't meant to get this thing. All right, but the warning's out. All right, through the prophets. Okay, and videos, you know, epistles like this to warn you if you come across them, because this truth, they get ready to hack this whole thing off the internet. That's next as well. Okay, and it's going into how toxic people are because of this man's been doing in the air and this fake food. That says the average person now carries about 8 grams of toxic heavy metals in their body, literally turning them into antennas. Okay, now this is the average person. Okay, and I remember the stories and videos out there of people who took this thing that they live on a computer being monitored as we speak. All right, imagine that that little Apple device that monitors everything. Your whole body is that. All right, as we speak since 2020, 2021, and people who have croaked, you know, it was saying that graveyards, loads of Bluetooth, people picking up Bluetooth from the graveyard, hundreds of them, or thousands. So that story's out there too. That was going on two years ago, 3 years ago. Okay, so that's out there. So I just want to get into that real quick. Like I said, just roughly paraphrasing the scriptures. I just found it extremely interesting. Knowing at the time we're in that these things are coming to pass back to back to back. All right, since the new year came in. All right, so our Lord is far nearer than what we believe. Far nearer. All right, and if you're blinded, whatever, we'll see you on the other side, man, in the kingdom. If you're a blinded Israelite, so just be happy that the Lord called us into this thing. Hopefully to make it. All right, and be protected from all of this hell and death. Though we still have our trial. Maybe even being apprehended, during the concentration camp, whatever. Okay. We've already been warned of these things, so it shouldn't be a surprise to those that have been in this truth or knew this truth for quite some time now. Mainly for you newcomers, because there's going to be a lot more that wake up. All right? So I hope this video is edifying to the elect. Till next time, Shalom, Yahawashi, Yahawashi, Barakathum. Till next time, Shalom.